Fellow citizen of the universe, my compatriots, please allow me to narrate the story about the entity that lived but now is no more, except its legacy. And the story goes like this. Mother Nature was pregnant and everyone was excited. A child will be born. Months were moving and the time was approaching. The child was soon to be born. Men and women from east, west, north and south started flocking the place where the child was to be born. Handful they were, and their eyes were glowing with hope. They brought gift and good reports, yes, except a small group of those who came from the east, who sounded not so optimistic. Danger, they proclaimed, but no one noticed, for the sound of musical instruments was too loud. The baby shower ceremony was underway. Those among the guests who tells fortune started predicting the future of the coming child, all in the name of prophecy, each of them proclaiming good fortune, saying this and the other one saying that. The expectation was so high, for the prophecies cannot lie, they claimed. I will try to be precise with details as far as I can entail. Everyone had gathered in the room called the world, inside the house called the earth. This house is situated on the other side of a great skyscraper called the sun. It is in the village called universe, right at the middle of nobody knows where in eternity. The expectations were so high and their expectations were not cut short. In the middle of the night, the noise and hullabaloos were disturbed by the crying of a new child that had just been born. The child was named... Wait, I'll give you the name later. I'll give you the name later. There was a shouting of joy, music, and colorful demonstrations in the skies, with some exploding noises to welcome the new child. Beautiful and ruddy infant he was, with cute eyes and innocent look. But the guest from the east ceased not to warn. Danger, danger, they kept proclaiming to their own ears, for no one bothered heeding their call. The child was hugged, kissed, and some even bowed before him, shouting, "Hail the king!" That's how much he was loved. They ate and drank and celebrated, and each one of them eventually went to their own. The child was still at a tender stage when he started coughing. It sounded like normal cough at first, but like every children will cough and be given medication. But when it persisted and blood started pouring out of her mouth as he coughed, they started realizing he was very sick. Sadly, the nannies that took care of the child also started coughing as well. Blood also poured out of their mouth as they coughed. They became weak and sweat profusely. Struggling to breathe, they fell on the ground. Eventually, they died, leaving the child who infected them behind. He was still very sick. Neighbors also started to get very ill and died. It turned out that everyone that ever was in connection or in contact with the child in one way or the other was either infected or affected. Tens died, and hundreds, and thousands, and tens of thousands, 100,000s, even millions died.